Hi Guy, good night to you. So tonight I'm gonna talk about the problem of disbelief of Christian believing that Jesus is Son of God. But not all Christians believe that Jesus is Son of God. Some even say they couldn't take it. Their mind or their brain will be broken if they believe that Jesus is a Son of God. Well, who says this? I tell you, Jesus never says He is the Son of God. Actually, Jesus has said, God has no son. Where I got it, Jesus says that God has no son. Okay, the famous, I've been referring chapter 17 many times. So many things in the chapter 17 of this book. Wow, there is something very clearly mentioned here. When God said to Moses, I am that I am. So meaning that God is alone. That's the meaning of I am that I am. So He is alone. I am that I am mean God is alone. So let's see, it's also a tribute to God. God is being without which there is no, that is God. God is life, which there is no, that life so great that He fills all and is every way. He alone has no equal. He has no beginning, nor will He ever have an end. But to everything He given beginning, and to everything shall He give an end. He has no father, no mother. He has no sons. Okay. So God has no son. That's what Jesus says. So, and He never ever would say, I am the Son of God. Never ever Jesus had said that, because it would contradict to what He has said in His Gospel. Gospel of Barnabas is also known as Gospel of Jesus. So that is what actually the teaching of Jesus. So if you believe Jesus is the prophet of God, then if you are interested in getting salvation, is to believe the prophet of God and obey. So if you still believe Jesus is Son of God, which is not what had been taught by Jesus, then you don't believe the prophet of God and you don't obey prophet of God, you would not return to paradise. So meaning that you will not get salvation. And Jesus had said, whoever believes the false prophet is like that. No increase in benefit. So he is like that, meaning he's just waiting to die and get punishment. It's what Jesus had said. Or believing Jesus is Son of God is not believing Jesus at all. So what do you choose? Do you want to choose to believe the false prophet? Paul is teaching the people that Jesus is Son of God. But Jesus never had taught people like that. He had ever mentioned in that gospel that God has no son. So that is the topic of this video, is problem with the belief of Jesus being a Son of God. It is a problem, guy. And when I say this problem will cause you problem later on, life after death, so it will cause you problem later on. What do you believe? God may ask you, and then if you believe such thing that Jesus have never taught you, then you don't have that salvation. No way you will get salvation, because God said to Adam, don't worry, Adam, I will send down my prophets to your people. Then whoever believe and obey will return to paradise. So guys, think of that. Christianity has problem of this Son of God. Thank you very much for listening.